Guys, episode 22. Crazy to think that I've done 22 episodes of these already, but yeah, let's just keep going. So, this episode's going to be about thinking bigger. But before I get into that, I'm going to state yesterday's revenue. So, actually, a pretty big day on Amazon yesterday, almost 9K in sales, eBay at 204, YouTube at 40 cents, and then affiliates at $0. So, there's that. So, yeah, that's that. I'm going to take some of my daily vitamins and just kind of tell you guys what is up. So, um, yeah, so there's that. So, just getting into like the topic, like thinking bigger. It's pretty, it's pretty insane to think about. Like, I've just been buying and selling on other people's platforms for years now, and just last night I was messing around on WordPress, and I've been low key trying to figure out how to make a website for months, like myself. Like I've paid a guy on Fiverr to make me a website before. There's nothing wrong with that, but I don't know. There's something about like just doing it yourself that makes it way different. So for me, I wanted to make it myself. I want to make my own website and be able to design any website for anything just off the rip. So I've been trying to figure out about WordPress and all these other like website designing. There's so many different softwares, but I settle on just doing WordPress because it's like one of the most popular ones out there. And I'm using this thing to edit called Elementor. I searched all over the internet for like the past few weeks trying to find a good one. And yeah, so I settled on that, WordPress and Elementor. And what I'm talking about doesn't sound, familiar to what you're used to, Amazon, reselling, stuff like that. Like that's completely fine. But essentially, my whole thing has been like, hey, I don't want to like just depend on Amazon's platform. I love it, but I want to really diversify this year. So I've been trying to learn other skills, and I've been trying to, just figure out other ways that I can make money online. One thing, we have this YouTube channel trying to increase the brand presence there, and on the business side, I just want what I just want to have a official website because I feel like that's exactly what real businesses do. So we're gonna have that going on. I'm gonna take my vitamins. So if you guys are into that, definitely let me know. But yeah, if you guys think this is gross, definitely let me know in the comments too. All right. So yeah, so I've been working on the WordPress website. So that will kind of get into the theme of today. So thinking bigger. So basically, my version of thinking bigger is really just actually creating a website, just expanding outside of these platforms because you can really get tied up in the I'm a reseller mentality. And I've seen people's like their entire life is selling on eBay. Like they love selling it, and there's nothing wrong with selling on eBay, but there's definitely one better platforms to sell on, and two like a lot bigger opportunities and problems to solve. So just thought I'd put that out there. So I feel like with any official business, you pretty much need a business website. So I've been working on that, and yeah, so you can see I'm making a website, and some of the reasons why I just had some of these here. So credibility and professionalism. So for like this YouTube channel, I'm gonna have a website for you guys where essentially it will help other people start selling. That's pretty much what this whole channel is about, showing people the reality of selling, buying and selling stuff online. Control over your brand. So when you have a website, you have a lot more control. People can organically find your stuff on Google. So if somebody types up best online arbitrage ungating guide, your website could come up. And then if somebody clicks that, obviously they go to your website. There's different ways people monetize that. Maybe we'll talk about it in a different video, but there's that. You get control over your brand. So this is one thing where it can't really be taken away from you unless I guess your website got like banned from Google or something, but you have a lot more control over your brand because you have your own website. Right now the content that you're watching is posted on YouTube. So if something ever happened, I don't think anything's ever going to happen to YouTube, but like if somebody got, I've heard of other creators getting canceled, demonetized on YouTube. If you have a website, it's a whole different platform that you control completely. So that's pretty cool. And then you get the marketing and SEO benefits of people just being able to, find your website, right? So those are some kind of like main points of why I think it's good to have a website. I'm definitely very new into building websites and like everything related to that. But those are pretty much the reasons why I personally really think that there's a big value in having a website. It's just a digital asset that you own that could make you money every single month. Like for example, I didn't really know, but it's simple. But like you go to a website, they have ads. Whoever, if you can drive traffic to a website and then there's ads on that website, you can get paid for people essentially looking at those ads. So that's cool. So as long as you own traffic and it goes to a website, that's extremely valuable, and you can make some serious money with that. So why wouldn't you want that, right? And the next thing is so creating your first business versus second business. I haven't heard anybody ever talk about this before, but I have my first business where I like created it and that's awesome and everything. And then I created my second business. And the thing about that is it's kind of like when you play a video game and it took you forever to beat the boss and do the storyline and everything like that at in that first save, but then you go and you do like the new game plus and you go through it. You go through and you try to beat all the bosses again, and it's just so easy. You breeze through all the bosses, you know how to beat each boss, you like know what items to buy to beat that boss. And I feel like with when you have a second business in a related field, it's like speed running. You if you guys are familiar with speed run, it's you can speed run to get results. Like with my second business that I created, I, was profitable essentially in the first month. Not a lot of profit or anything like that, but I was making profit right away in my first month. So absolutely insane to think about. Like, my first business, I didn't really make money for, I want to say the first like 2 years because I didn't know how to do accounting. I didn't know how to figure out if I was profitable. I didn't have good books, like all these different things, like when I first started. And then, now I've developed all these skills and I know how to, create something, make it profitable right away. And that's what's pretty interesting is when you have a second business, it's like New Game Plus when you, play a video game, beat the boss, everything. You go through it again, it's way easier. So pretty cool. Never heard anybody talk about that example, but I'm I like playing video games. So there's that. I don't play an insane amount anymore, but I still do time to time. But just thought that analogy might help somebody out there that's interested in the same stuff. But yeah, if you guys liked today's video, if you could comment, think bigger.